Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Michael Zuber, author of One Rental at a Time. And I just felt compelled to record this meeting before I do my daily financial news. It looks like today is going to be another rough day for the tech or innovation stocks. And I just want to go back and kind of remind you that I've tried to, over the last 6 to 8 weeks, I've put out a couple of warnings and kind of, hey, pay attention over here. The big tech or, kind of the Cathy Wood innovation stocks have had their run, right? The economy is opening back up. The concentration of the few is broadening out. And we really do have a rotation. And, I just want to be very clear about something. I think Cathy Wood can be right and you can lose a lot of money. Over the last 6 to 8 weeks or so, I did one special video for Meet Kevin around Tesla. I thought he put out a video with some pretty large expectations, which again, may be right, but still can lead to you losing a lot of money. It's not about what is possible 5 years from now. It's about what's going on in the short term. And a lot of you are doing what I did 20 years ago. My story of getting into real estate starts with losing a lot of money in the stock market. I had fear of missing out. I had what if. I had beginner's luck, and I went too aggressive. If you are trading on margin, this market will wipe you out. If you're Cathy Wood or you're Meet Kevin and you own your stock, it doesn't matter. It could be dead money. You can hold it and wait 5 years. But I thought I would kind of give a visualization because, again, I think Cathy Wood betting on innovation and calling for a 5-year horizon is good for her. It's good for her ETFs. Again, she might be right. But here's the deal, right? When people hear Cathy Wood and then they think about the experience of the last year, you kind of take the last year and saying, hey, everything's going to the moon, right? Everything's going to the moon. And just real quick, right? We're here. Cathy Wood says 5 years, it's just going to be a straight line. And that's not how it works. In a 5-year period, we could not only have a rotation, which is just starting now, but we could have a recession. We could have some of those companies go out of business. I remember investing 20 years ago, and let's just say a lot of the people that went IPO or public didn't exist in a couple of years. That can happen. I'm thinking of SPACs and some others. So again, right, it could go up, it could go down, it could go around, and maybe then it comes back, right? So this is a very crude drawing, but the stock market, Cathy Wood could technically be right, starts here, ends here, but it's never a straight line. And the reason I wanted to bring this up is I think a lot of new investors, because of this crisis, have been brought to the market. Maybe you started with, hey, I can afford to lose this. Then you got lucky and you doubled down, and then you went on margin, and pretty soon you're out of business. I'm thinking about Dogecoin, for example. A lot of you were just blowing up my social media channels saying, buy it ahead of Elon Musk's SNL visit. Over 70 cents, as I recall. And during the presentation, Wall Street dropped it on your head. They knew what was coming. They pumped it up early, and then they sold it to the tune of 30%. And if you were on margin, if you bought it like it was going to the moon, you got wiped out. You don't have it anymore. All your money's gone. And that's happening over and over again. I wish the new investors would realize how bad margin is. It is frankly too easy to do on these gambling apps like Robinhood and Webull and all of these others. When you gamify investing, it moves from investing, speculation to gambling. So again, I sit here as an old man who did the exact same thing 20 some years ago. So I'm just trying to impart wisdom, get off margin. If you want to invest for the long term and you're Cathy Wood with a 5-year horizon, stuff's on sale. If you are the buy the dip kind of nonsense and you're looking for a trade, it could get pretty painful. and this whole diamond hands, paper hands nonsense. Most investors aren't Meet Kevin and Kathy Wood, where they make oodles of money and they really can hold. Most of you will get depressed. You will give up. You will throw in the towel. You will say that investing is not for you, but you weren't investing. You were gambling. You weren't doing the work. You weren't reading perspectives. You weren't looking at competition. You were investing in hot stocks that somebody talked about on TV or the computer or social media. Do the work. Do the work, right? The last year has been a very interesting time where the Fed has basically made all assets rise. It's changing and it's broadening out, and it's time to do your research. And that's what I just wanted to leave with. So again, get off margin. Margin's going to wipe a lot of you out. And if you're on margin because you think it's your way to make $1 million, I want you to realize it's far better to keep your capital and stack, little wins on top of each other than try to go for a home run and strike out. So that's it. Have a great day.